the news and rumors, and then we'll get out of here. But earlier this week, it was reported, in addition to WrestleMania being held at SoFi Stadium, Friday Night SmackDown, NXT TakeOver, Monday Night Raw during WrestleMania week scheduled to take place at the Staples Center, while Access and the Hall of Fame ceremony would be at the Los Angeles Convention Center. Potential scheduling conflict. Music group Grupo Firme announced in August they'll be playing the Staples Center that week. The Staples Center website is selling tickets for their shows Friday, March 26th and Saturday, March 27th, which would conflict with SmackDown and TakeOver. WWE yet to announce any changes to WrestleMania schedule. No update to Wrestling Inc. or any other sites has been released. WrestleMania, of course, scheduled to take place in Inglewood on March 28th, 2021.
What's that group's name?
The way I said it was Grupo Firme. I probably
Who's
pronounced.
that?
I have
Are they
no
popular?
freaking clue.
Are they Ed Sheeran or Taylor Swift? Because if it's not them, then WWE is just going to get the hell out of the way. Like,
Right, they're going to pay somebody off.
If you're not a top pop star, you're moving over.
Yeah, and I think that the thing to this is something we kind of touched on a couple of times during the show, is the next couple of months is going to dictate a lot of these things anyway, because if the pandemic situation doesn't get a lot better by the end of 2020, California is probably not going to have people with crowds anyway. So WWE has to be, and is reportedly already looking for a plan B to WrestleMania, which for me, do the Tampa that never got to be anyway. Like, you ended up having to go in the Performance Center, whether or not you can have 20%, 50%, whatever capacity at Raymond James Stadium. Just, call a mulligan and do what you didn't get to do this year.
When is the new Clippers stadium supposed to be ready?
I have no idea.
Is that like
they don't deserve one? They just blew a 3-1 lead.
Next year, it's the
2022, I believe.
Okay, all right. So then,
do Tampa this year and move to go back to LA in 2022.
Just do it on the East Coast. Do it in Philly, or just do it in the East.
Always in Philly.
We're always in New Orleans. Just go to New Orleans. We'll all go. Just go to New Orleans.
Grupo Firme has 2.66 million subscribers on YouTube. For what it's worth, the WWE has 66 million. Grupo Firme is not playing. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, you could be our flow rider this year at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Move.
Swift. T-Swift only has 39 million, so WWE far outbeating Taylor Swift on YouTube.
Move Grupo Firma to the forum and get WWE in Staples Center. All right. Speaking of the Thunderdome and crowds and things like that, the Amway Center contract for the Thunderdome expires at the end of October. WWE is reportedly looking at some outdoor venues in the southern part of the country to potentially have Raw and SmackDown each week at outdoor stadiums with limited crowds. What are your guys' thoughts on this? For me, I've enjoyed the Thunderdome, obviously, in comparison to the PC Center. I've gotten into the Thunderdome a few times. The experience is pretty cool. If you can kind of see where you are on the TV spot, but maybe if you can kind of do some mix of the two, because I get it. Like, WWE, just like every company in the world, wants to get back to some form of normalcy and making money on tickets and all of that. So like that's why they're looking at this. The Thunderdome's been successful for what it is, but they're spending money and not making money. So if they're going to spend money and go into venues, they want to be getting something back from some form of ticket revenue. I think outdoor venues for Raw or SmackDown could be kind of cool. I mean, it would obviously be a different look, even if you can only do it for pay-per-views. Like, maybe do it, the Thunderdome for Raw and SmackDown, and do your monthly pay-per-views in an outdoor venue and sell some tickets. Find some meshing, because I think fans, for the most part, when you don't have the knuckleheads that do some of the stupid crap we've seen in the Thunderdome, but I think most people have received it pretty well.
You can have a lot of fun. Go to the beach, bash at the beach. Like, go to the beach, go, just go to random places. Like, You know what I mean? Like, what else could be cool to see outside? Obviously, a beach is like the obvious answer, but
Grand
there's some
Canyon. Fuck it.
like
There
but
you go.
cool, like wrestle with the mountains behind you.
Right.
Like,
At Red Rocks.
Red Rock Rumble.
like,
There
get
you go.
some cool shit. Like
Tim's still mad that we didn't get somebody thrown off a boat during SummerSlam.
I still think that they'll re-up with the Thunderdome because as it looks, there's no vaccine coming.
Yeah,
There's
it's not
nothing
getting better
happening.
anytime soon.
So I would just keep paying them because the Thunderdome's really cool.
I must be in the minority. The sooner they get rid of the Thunderdome, the better. It's too much. I don't like it. There's nothing I like about watching TV in the Thunderdome. I would just rather see real people responding, even though they're performance center athletes, real people responding to what's happening in the ring.
Wow, okay. Matt, Mark, any thoughts?
I'm a fan of the Thunderdome for what it's worth. I mean, it's better than having no fans at all, or even the Performance Center fans. That was a plus. But yeah, I don't mind a Thunderdome. I mean, I'm okay if it goes away and we get back to having an actual live crowd there again. But for what it's worth in these unprecedented times, I accept it.
Yeah, I mean, if the options are 0 fans or Thunderdome, then I'm going to choose the Thunderdome. Obviously, live fans, actual fans is going to be preferred, but we don't know when that's going to be. Like even you saying that there's concert tickets being sold, like for WrestleMania weekend, like it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Like even if they sold out, like you're not having live concerts.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen local theaters, things like that, start to announce like the Bethlehem where we've seen NXT. They're announcing rescheduled dates in March and April and May, and I'm going, okay, that's still probably not a thing that's gonna happen. I mean, I get like at some point you have to start rescheduling and revisiting the idea, like, but if you're being realistic, we're probably looking, this time next year as a more realistic target. Tim, any thoughts, or we move on to the final story?
I'm very pro Thunderdome. But whatever they decide, I'm sure they've thought about it they knew going in when the end date was. So they've had all this time to come up with a plan. And if their plan at the end of this all is just to go back to the PC, then shame on them.
All right, and then the final story I have here, and I saved this one for last for you, Tim. During an interview with BT Sport, Jeff Hardy said that No More Words will be back when there are fans. If there's any more reason to put on your fucking masks and be smart for the next couple months,
this song,
this
folks.
should
Put
do
'em
it.
on.
He said, no more words when we get to do in front of a crowd again. That was part of me re-signing. I was like, if we get in front of people again, I'd like to use it because I know everybody wants it. He also, in the interview, talked about his desire to bring back Willow, his alter ego from Impact, to have a feud with Bray Wyatt.
Nope.
He said, Willow's my go-to wrestling persona. So Dream of Mine would be like to do that before he was done. Bring Willow to the WWE universe and feud with The Fiend.
So you guys, if any of you guys been on TikTok and seen that video type of where it's like they show one thing and it's like nope, and the other one's like yup, nope is Willow and yep is No More Words.
What
the
hell is even that?
You don't get the like no hard pass on Willow.
yeah. The Willow thing really missed me big time.
It missed me in ROH. It missed me in Impact.
Yep.
It's gonna miss me in WWE.
Yeah, I mean, if you tie
Change
it
your
with
paint. Do something.
Yeah, if you tie it with The Fiend, maybe I can be mildly interested because it's The Fiend. But I'm here for No
Look
More
at
Words.
the Fiend and then look at Willow. It's just like
Well, yeah.
okay.
Willow's mask was like a starfish.
Yeah, it looks like he is going to Mardi Gras.
Who the hell is this?
Yeah, it's give me No More Words though. Like let's get
Definitely.
back. Let's get back to having people, and let's get back to like cool entrance themes, and maybe by then Keith Lee will get new entrance music, right, Ryan?
You know what? It can't be worse than the shit he has now.